Did you know that women with ADHD are often overlooked, misdiagnosed, or diagnosed far too late? Today, we're diving deep into why this happens and uncovering the hidden truths behind ADHD in women. We'll be exploring the science, real stories, and of course, why it's so hard for women to get the right diagnosis. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be seeing ADHD from a whole new perspective, and maybe even recognizing some things about yourself or the women around you. When we think of ADHD, we often imagine a hyperactive young boy bouncing off the walls, right? That image is deeply ingrained in our minds, and it's a big reason why women with ADHD go unnoticed for so long. But here's the shocking truth: women can have ADHD too. In fact, research shows that ADHD in women is often more internalized. Symptoms can be subtle, like inattention, forgetfulness, or emotional dysregulation, making it harder for anyone, including doctors, to spot it. According to a study published in the Journal of Attention Disorders, women are less likely to be diagnosed with ADHD in childhood compared to men. This is partly because their symptoms are often less disruptive. Women tend to mask their symptoms better, which leads to a delayed or missed diagnosis. And when women do seek help, their ADHD can sometimes be mistaken for anxiety or depression, leading to the wrong treatment. So many women go for years, sometimes decades, without getting the proper help. So, why does this happen? Why are women so often diagnosed late or with the wrong condition? Well, the gender bias in ADHD diagnosis plays a huge role. Historically, ADHD was considered a boys' condition, largely because of its stereotypical symptoms, impulsivity, hyperactivity, and disruptive behavior. So, when it comes to diagnosing girls and women, doctors often don't even consider ADHD as a possibility. But the truth is, ADHD presents differently in women. Research shows that women tend to have the inattentive type of ADHD, rather than the hyperactive impulsive type more common in men. This means their struggles are often quieter and less visible. They might appear forgetful, distracted, or disorganized, but aren't necessarily disruptive in a way that catches attention. In fact, a study in psychiatric clinics of North America suggests that women with ADHD often internalize their struggles, leading to higher rates of anxiety and depression. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you or someone you know been misdiagnosed or had trouble getting an ADHD diagnosis? What was your experience like? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. If you've ever felt like your struggles were misunderstood, you're not alone. Let's share our stories and start a real conversation about how ADHD affects women in different ways. Let's take a closer look at what ADHD looks like in women. While men may exhibit more obvious symptoms like fidgeting or impulsivity, women's symptoms are often overlooked. They might struggle with chronic lateness, disorganization, forgetfulness, or being unable to manage time well. But they might also experience deeper, more emotional symptoms, like feeling inadequate, having trouble with self-esteem, or being overly self-critical. These are all signs of ADHD that often get masked under the surface. A study published in the British Journal of Psychiatry found that women with ADHD were more likely to have co-occurring mental health conditions, like anxiety or depression, compared to men. These comorbid conditions can make it even harder to get the right diagnosis. Women may go to a doctor with feelings of anxiety or sadness, only for it to be misattributed to a mental health condition rather than being recognized as part of ADHD. So why are so many women with ADHD misdiagnosed with anxiety or depression? One reason is that many symptoms overlap. For example, both ADHD and anxiety can cause issues with concentration, irritability, and poor time management. But the key difference is that anxiety is often triggered by external stressors, while ADHD symptoms are more chronic and pervasive. According to research from the American Journal of Psychiatry, about 50% of women diagnosed with ADHD also meet the criteria for anxiety disorders. But while anxiety can often be treated with medication or therapy, it doesn't address the root cause, the ADHD itself. This misdiagnosis can lead to years of ineffective treatment, further adding to the frustration and confusion for women. But here's the good news: there's hope. More and more women are getting the right diagnosis, thanks to growing awareness and better understanding of how ADHD shows up in women. Early intervention is key, and the sooner women are properly diagnosed, the sooner they can get the support they need. Studies show that with the right diagnosis and treatment, women with ADHD can thrive in their personal and professional lives. They might use strategies like creating structured routines, breaking tasks into smaller chunks, or using reminder tools to stay on track. And with the right medication and therapy, women with ADHD can live fulfilling, successful lives. ADHD in women is often misunderstood, misdiagnosed, or even ignored. But as awareness grows and we have these important conversations, we can make a real difference. So if you've learned something new today, or if this video resonated with you, please leave a comment and share your thoughts. Let's keep this conversation going, break down the stigma, and support each other. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos on ADHD and mental health. And as always, thank you for being part of this community. Let's continue to learn and grow together.